Welcome back. Davide Di Giorgio here of David Speaks TV. And today I am so thrilled to introduce this next amazing human to you. We became friends a couple years ago, actually, thanks to the magic of LinkedIn. And we decided to just grab a quick lunch together. And a couple years later, here we are. He's a contributor in my book, one of my best friends, absolutely. Definitely consider you one of my best friends. Without further ado, he's a speaker, an author, a mediator. You can learn more about him at his website, carsoncooper.com. The amazing Carson Cooper.
Hello, hello. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So you are one of the unapologetic influencers in the soon to be released, depending on when you're watching this interview, Being Unapologetic. And you can get your own copy at beingunapologetic.com right now. As we are in pre-launch, you can get over $14,000 in bonuses when you purchase the book and download the ebook. Or if you're an international viewer, there's a couple of different ways that you can unlock all those bonuses.
Yeah.
Anyway, so as one of the influencers, you are Unchained.
Yes, I am.
And so Carson, tell us, what does that mean to you, being unchained?
Unchained is absolutely means being vulnerable, authentic, courageous, and it truly means being in full integrity with yourself. And
Mm.
it's so interesting because I think about okay, why did I wear this shirt today? I used to think like I had to wear collared shirts and look super professional. And I was told that you're going to get everything you want just because of your looks. And so I went my whole life thinking like, oh, it was just my looks and my personalities and character traits didn't matter. And it's like, no, the whole me and who I am is really what is going to drive me, make me successful, and attract my tribe. And in the book, I talk about how do you attract your tribe in my piece. And so Unchained to me means not letting your thoughts or others' thoughts and beliefs about you run your decisions and keep you from living the life that you want to live. And so that's true leadership, true vulnerability, and true courage to me.
I love it. I want to read a little excerpt of what you've written in the book. It's so, so beautiful. This is so powerful. For me, being unchained means that everyone is a leader by choice or default. I choose to live my life as an open, daring, trusting leader. Being a leader means having the willingness to fight with your parents, to move out with your first love, to quit your full-time secure job, to be an entrepreneur, to let go of a toxic relationship, to love fiercely despite being hurt, and to stand in front of a room of people who hate you and say you want to hear and hate you and say you want to hear, understand, and walk with them. It means moving back in with your parents to repair the relationship and save money for a huge life goal. It means canceling a night out with friends to meditate, journal, cook dinner, and spend time with yourself. It means being generous, empathetic, and in service even when you feel like you can't be. Ultimately, being unchained is being in integrity even when it's inconvenient. I mean, that's like, wow. I am so honored and blessed that your piece, your contribution to the book is really, really beautiful. So I just want to say thank you. I'm probably going to say it 5 more times in this interview.
Thank
But
you.
now, so tell me, for those people who are listening, is like, oh wow, that sounds like a lot. Obviously, Carson has gone through a lot, has experienced a lot, and um, I don't know. That's for him. I don't know. I feel tied and chained and stuck. How does someone start to become unchained? How would you coach that person?
Yeah, and it's amazing because that's why I put those specific examples in the book because those things to me weren't courageous. It didn't seem vulnerable. It just seemed hard and it seemed like it sucked at the
Mm.
time. But then looking back, I'm like, those were the moments where I decided to take a stand for myself. And it wasn't somebody else telling me to do something. It wasn't what I thought I should do. It was the difficult thing and it was taking a stand for myself. So the first thing that I would ask people to do is think about what have you done that is courageous, that it's against the grain, against society, and how can you take a stand for yourself? And that's also the meditation thing. It's like breathe, get in connection with your body, and learn when is a thought and belief yours and when is it society's or somebody else's. And so I can't, like, right now I'm in Big Bear and for my birthday, and I am going to go hiking by myself. I'm going to connect with my best friend, and that's how I'm going to look at the next couple of weeks and decide, okay, what's my next action step? So taking that time for yourself is also so that you can recognize all the vulnerable and courageous things that you have done is super important.
I love that. And I know you and I personally do connect a lot on the whole piece about what beliefs are our own and what beliefs are society, other people, parents, whatever it might be. And that has really been a big struggle for me in my life. And really, um, the heart behind being unapologetic really is that it is the reminder to myself uh, and I'm very intentional. That image on the cover of the book is I want people to look at that and say, it is possible. I could have gone through 30 years of life and felt like in the pits, but it is possible to actually live your life in a way that you are in integrity with yourself and to love every minute of it.
Yep.
So, okay, so speaking of being unapologetic, what does that mean to you? How does that show up in your life?
So I have to use another unword for how unapologetic shows up for me. And so unfiltered has been coming up so much. And so when I watch you be unapologetic in front of the room with friends or anything, like you're such a big inspiration to me. To me, it means being unfiltered. And I always thought that I used to have to say the perfect thing, be the
Mm.
perfect person. And I wore all these masks that weren't me, or they're what I thought other people wanted me to be. And so now I'm being more direct with people. I'm being more unfiltered. I'm saying what my thoughts and beliefs are, and I'm not taking things personally. So that's what unapologetic means, is moving forward with grace of yourself, and just moving forward regardless of what other people say, and being confident in who you are and trusting yourself over anything else.
I love you also touched on another unword that comes up in the book, which is unmessable. So not to be like thrown off your path by what other people have to say. Like, that's okay. You can say what you say. I'm going to be unfiltered and I'm going to be unmessable at the same time. And let me ask you, as since we've both known each other, we've both been transforming quite a bit, actually.
Totally.
When you are unapologetic and unfiltered and unchained, so now what? What's happening? What are the results of that in your life?
People, I actually have people wanting to be more friends with me than ever. They want more time with me. They trust me more. They want to hear more of my story. They want to be coached by me. They want to hear what I'm up to. They want to hear who I'm hanging out with to get this transformation. So it's hilarious because, I mean, my mentor told me this about, like, you go up this elevator and you invite people with you. You want to take people with you. And a lot of the times, actually, people can get triggered by personal development. And I had to learn unmessable to me, unfiltered, unchained means to not take that personally. And it's like, I'm triggering, because of my personal development, I'm triggering something in them. And so now it's like, I'm just going to go up and do my thing. I'm going to make the invitation to come join me in this personal development journey and in leadership. And if you don't, that's totally okay. No judgment. I love where you're at, and this is where I'm going. So going up that elevator to the penthouse.
I feel the same way with this book. It's really interesting the way people are sort of looking at me and talking about me, talking to me, want to be around me now. I'm the same person. Now I just have, a rather sizable investment poured into a book. And but it's an achievement. And now there's more people who want to come on board. And it's not for everybody. Not everybody completely resonates with it. Some people think that, like, I celebrate too much or I'm showing off or whatever. It's like, okay, well, that's okay if it pushes your buttons, no problem. But I know that I'm in integrity with my own vision and where I'm going, and the people who are coming with me are also in integrity with that. And I couldn't be more thrilled to be on this journey with you. And yeah.
Exactly. And we're building a tribe of people. Like, even the book is a tribe of people that are living with the same values, the same intentions, and the same goals and visions. And so it's so beautiful that when you are unapologetic, you receive the tribe that you've always wanted, and you don't have to feel lonely anymore.
Yeah, it's funny. One of the people who endorsed the books, I can't remember the book. I can't remember exactly who it was at this point, but they actually said this book is it's not just a book. Oh yeah, Marty Fowler, Being Unapologetic is more than just another book. It's a way of thinking, being, and a movement.
Yeah.
And it really, like, that's how I feel. That for me is the spirit of the book. And I know someone else said something similar too. And it's like, yeah, that really is what I'm creating. And it is all because of I have become more unchained and unfiltered, like you're saying, and definitely more unapologetic. That's for sure.
Well, if I could share
Very,
one thing.
please.
So when you started using the word unapologetic, it actually like made me feel a bit uncomfortable, because if I'm unapologetic, who am I going to lose in my life? Who am I going to rub the wrong way? What am I going to lose because of being unapologetic? And I thought unapologetic is mean. Unapologetic is going to make me and other people uncomfortable. And that's not what it means at all. I have a master's in conflict resolution and mediation, and I still use all of my skills, but I get to say what I want when I want, and I get to state my needs, but I also take other people into consideration also. And
Yeah.
so unapologetic doesn't mean that you're going to lose people. It means you're going to receive the people that mean the most to you and that actually have your back and have your values.
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging that, because yeah, there are some people who just who look at the dictionary definition of unapologetic, which is without remorse. For me, being unapologetic truly is like being without remorse about what I believe and who I am.
Yeah.
And no one can take that away from me. It doesn't mean that I'm taking away from you what you believe at all. In fact, I will celebrate you. And, you know, I am a little bit controversial sometime when I say, oh, look at this leader or whatever controversial person, and say, you know, I have to applaud them because they are obsessively themselves. And look at the millions of people who follow them
Yeah.
regardless, you know? So yeah, I'm all for being unapologetic, and whoever
Yeah.
wants to come along on the journey, come along. The book is really, I mean, I've poured my life work into this, and I know all of the influencers have also poured a lot of love. Your contribution, like I said, is so beautiful. You share so many great stories. Your recent trek to Kilimanjaro and some other beautiful personal stories that really resonate so deeply. When I read it after it came back from the editor, I was like, wow, okay, we've got something very, very special. So again, thank you so much. And for those of you watching, beingUnapologetic.com, grab your copy if you get it before or up until August 22nd. You get to opt into all of these amazing bonuses. You get a signed limited edition numbered copy of the hardcover, and you can download it on Amazon too. Just simply go to beingUnapologetic.com. Okay, Carson, final parting words. Someone's sitting there listening, and they've got this like tug at their heart or in the pit of their stomach. They're feeling something like, I don't know, can I actually do this? What do you say to that person?
It is one step at a time. It's 1% at a time. It's one inspired action at a time. We let ourselves get so overwhelmed. And in reality, it's one step at a time, and allow yourself to feel what you're feeling and be who you truly are.
I love it. Beautiful. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for joining me on this quick little. I can't wait until we launch on August 22nd for the big book launch party on October 10th. Lots of great things. I am on a mission to get this book in the hands of millions of people around the world. And I can't wait for us to go traveling with all the other influencers as we go train people all around the globe in how to be more themselves, amazing, influential speakers and visionary leaders. Thanks for being on this journey with me, Carson.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everyone. So subscribe to David Speaks. That's David with an E, davidspeakstv.com, and check out the book, beingUnapologetic.com. Until next time, I'm David, and this is Carson. We'll see you soon.